phase. That means we all know. So let me present my screen.
So is someone trying to join?
What?
Is someone trying to join?
No, I didn't get any kind of notification till now. I will take the attendance in the last of this class. So there is no requirement of typing any kind of roll number. Okay. Okay. So let me share my screen. So basically, this is the background theory of the experiment. So what is basically the phase sequence? We all know about the three-phase supply in industry that is very popular in many domestic places also. Kind of, if you are a resident of a multi-stored building or we also about the flat, there you will see the three-phase supply, and there will some machines like induction motor, synchronous motor, all they all need the three-phase supply. So what is that? Basically, if we just provide three voltages simultaneously. So what is the phase sequence? Basically, the sequence in which three-phase voltage attain their maximum value. So what is the meaning? At any instantaneous, if the red phase will attain the maximum value, and here we will take the reference of the red phase. Then after the red phase, which in which voltage will take the maximum value. If we go to clockwise, then we will see the yellow band will take the maximum value just immediate after the red phase. So we can call this the sequence of R, Y, and B. Okay. If we see the phasor like this, so in the first, in red phase, here this will take the maximum positive maximum value. Then Y phase will take the positive maximum value, then B phase. So this phase sequence we can call RYB. So where this kind of phase sequence needed? If we parallel two machines like transformers, synchronous motor, or say alternator, then if we don't know about the phase sequence and we connect two machines in parallel, if the phase sequence are matched luckily, then that is okay. If not, then there may be some catastrophe. That means if we take two transformer, one I will put RYB, and then I will put the another transformer in RBY. Then the phase sequence will not match. Then the red phase will match, but when in the first transformer the yellow phase will attain the maximum, but in the second transformer and the B phase will take the maximum value. So there is no match in the parallel operation of that transformer. So that will cause a huge damage for the machine. Okay. Is there anyone? No. Okay. So this is the necessity of determination of the phase sequence. So again, I will repeat what is phase sequence. The sequence in which three-phase voltage attain their positive maximum values is called the phase sequence. Okay. Then how we will determine the phase sequence. And this all the train of sequences 1 2 3. If we put one uh, as r y, but here the color is different, so if we take 1 as red, 2 as yellow, 3 as blue, then this will be RYB. Better to say this is A, this is B, and this is C. So the phase sequence will be A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. Okay. There will be two types of method. One is rotating method and another is static method. First, I will discuss about the rotating method. So, let me share about the principle of a induction machine, three-phase induction machine, because the direction of rotation of that three-phase induction motor will actually determined by the phase sequence of the three-phase system. So, in three-phase induction machine, we all know about the parts that they all have stator and rotor. Okay, we all put the three-phase sequence in the stator part, and if we put three-phase supply, then it will produce a rotating magnetic field if two conditions are fulfilled. What are those conditions? The first condition is the sequences are or A, B, or C, or R, Y, B. Those are 120-degree apart, and they are the current through the supply are time varying. So we will just input the AC supply. So those are current varying, the first condition, and the second condition is they are 120-degree apart. If we consider A, B, and C, they are like A or here R, Y, B. They are 120-degree apart, first condition, and the current through this R phase, Y phase, and B phase, they are time varying. We will give the AC supply, so they are actually time varying. So these two conditions are fulfilled. So they are just produce a rotating magnetic field, and the rotor construction in the induction machines like they are short circuited. So their rotating magnetic field, the flux cut of the uh, rotor circuitry. Okay, then the flux produce some voltages, a small amount of voltage, but they produce some voltages, and the voltages will produce current because the rotor conductors are short. So here the rotor conductors produce high amount of current. Okay, if one turn of rotor conductor will produce I, then the if I will take the n number of turns, then the rotor will produce Ni. So what is Ni? Ni basically called is MMF, that is magnetomotive force. So I just want to say, if a rotor conductor produce I, one conductor produce I current, then the number of conductor N which will produce Ni current. What is Ni current? We all know that as MMF, that is magnetomotive force. These magnetomotive force will generate flux or field. Okay. So now the till now the rotor is at standstill, but there are two field. One is
Sir,
rotating.
someone is trying to join.
Yes, sir. Someone is trying to join.
Okay. So that is the rotor will produce the field which is actually stationary. Now, so now the field produced by the stator is the rotating magnetic field, and the field produced by the rotor till now is static. So there will be a relative speed between these two flux. Okay, so now the I will produce some torque in the rotor, and they are trying to minimize the relative speed. The rotor field will trying to minimize the relative speed. So then the rotor will try to rotate. In which direction? In the direction of the magnetic field produced by the stator. Then only we can minimize the relative speed. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I think someone is trying to join actually.
Okay. So this I will take for just one sequence, that is RYB. So the direction of the magnetic field in one direction, that means in clockwise direction. So if we just change the uh, sequences like RBY, then the magnetic field produced by the stator will in the opposite direction. Am I right? If the field produced by RYB, then we can say that the field produced by the sequence RBY in the opposite, just opposite direction. Am I clear or not? If
Yes.
okay, then what we will see that the production of field is depends on the phase sequence only. That means RYB. If RYB produce a magnetic field in one direction, so we can say that RYB will rotate the induction motor in one direction, and RBY will rotate the induction motor in opposite direction. So how can we determine the phase sequence? just opposite the work. How? We just
Sir, someone is trying to join. Please let him in, sir.
where I didn't get any kind of notification.
So actually in group, he's saying that he's trying to join.
Yes, sir. Actually, Shirshadev, I think he's trying to join. Sir, actually, due to some bad network issue, many couldn't
No, I
join
can
in the
understand. I
first
can
session.
understand. I can understand. That is not issue, but I didn't get any kind of uh, notification. You can also see the screen, I think.
Okay, so wait for just 1 minute. I am just telling him to join, means rejoin once
Okay.
again.
Okay. Is there anyone left for joining?
I think no, actually, I means no messages there
Okay.
in joining issues.
Okay. Let me start. So, uh, why what I've just told that if we just reverse the phase sequence, we can see that the direction of rotation of the induction motor is just reversed. Am I right? So we just do the opposite thing. We just take a motor that is called phase sequence detector, and we just put 3 connections there like this, and we just see the direction of rotation. We know about the sequence in the motor, and again we just put another sequence that if we first put the ABC or RYB or 1 2 3, then I will put just ACB or RBY or 1 3 2. Then I will just see that the direction of rotation in the opposite direction, or direction of the rotor in the opposite direction. So this is how we can just determine the phase sequence of a unknown 3-phase system. Am I clear? So if we know the principle of the induction motor, just take a phase detector and put the 3 sequences or the 3 line in the motor, and the sequences of the motor which is actually known by the technician or by us, and just see what is the direction of the motor. Then we can just find the sequences. Okay. So there will be another method. The first one we can call that the rotating method, and the next 2 methods are just static method. Just this circuit we will take 2 lamp and 1 inductor. Just we put the sequences A, B, and C, and we just supply this lamp. If we see that the lamp A will glow brighter than lamp B, then the phase sequence will be obviously A, B, and C. Because what is the sequence? We all know that the three phase attain their maximum value in which sequence. So if we first see that the lamp 1 will brighter than lamp B, then the phase sequence will must be A, B, C, and if the opposite phenomena will see, then the phase sequence will be A, C, B. Okay. There is another way. This is basically the same principle. We put a capacitor and two lamps. We have to apply some sort of resistance with series in this lamp to restrict the overcurrent through this lamp. Okay, then I will see whether the lamp S or lamp C will glow brighter. If lamp S will be brighter, then the phase sequence will be RST. If lamp T will be brighter, then RTS. These two methods are clear? One is rotating method, another is static method. This we call the phase sequence detection using the lamp glow method. Is this method clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Is there any question about these two methods? Okay. Then there will be another method like this or this. We just take this one capacitor and one resistor. If we made this circuit as one, and this is our this voltmeter will be our reference voltages, and if we take the voltages across R and C, then we will easily determine which voltages, which sequence will be attain the maximum value first. Then we can easily say that the sequence will be ABC or ACB. These methods are like some sort of calculations, because we have to determine the voltage across the R or C, and we have to ensure that there will be very small amount of current through the voltmeter, so that we can assume that the IR equals to IC actually. Is this method clear? You all know now about the phase sequences?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
What did you say?
I am just trying to say that you all know about this, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the above two methods are clear, na? The rotating method and the first method of the static method.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then and this method. Just we just take the voltages as references, the actually voltages of the supply as the reference, and we just need to calculate the, or we just measure the VR and VC. And if these two VR and VC, if we draw the phasor with the reference, we'll take the voltage of the voltmeter, then we can easily see the sequences, whether it will be ABC or ACB. Okay. Or in the right side, the circuit in the right side, if we don't want to take a voltmeter, we just want to you have to ensure that one of these two are, or actually the voltages across one of these two are, will be the same as the supply voltage. Then we will just take those resistance voltage as reference, and from those reference we just draw the VC and the another resistance voltage, and we can conclude the sequences, whether it will be ABC or ACB. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any question? Because this is the experiment, very small experiment actually.
Sir, what will we do about the readings of?
No, I don't have any copy of the previous years. So actually, what I have told about the experiment, you just have to write this in the lab copy. Actually, in Jadavpur, there only this experiment will done. Okay, but I have told you the three types of experiment by which you can determine the phase sequence. You have to write those three methods. Just okay. You don't have to give any kind of readings in your report. Just give those three methods and how to determine the phase sequences by using those three methods.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Is there any query? I think there will be no other query. Okay, I will take the
If
attendance.
we have query, I will just text you about our queries.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I will take the attendance. I will just call you by your last two digit. Roll 1,
Present, sir.
2,
Present, sir.
4, 5.
Sir, 4 is Showan Maith is present, I think.
He didn't present in the last class, no?
Yes,
That
sir.
is okay. Roll 5. Roll 6. Nine. Yes, sir. 11.
Yes, sir.
17. 22.
Present, sir.
23.
Present, sir.
26. 27.
Present, sir.
Sir, Shahzada is present. 26.
30.
Yes, sir.
31.
Present, sir.
38. 39.
So 38 present. Anna Rakshit. I think she's in the class actually.
Yes, sir,
39.
present.
39.
39 not present.
42.
Yes, sir.
47.
Present, sir.
48.
Present, sir.
59.
Sir, Borun Hansda's mic is not working. He has written it in. I think he will
Okay.
write in the chat box.
64.
Azhar is absent, I guess.
69.
Present, sir.
73.
Present, sir.
88.
Present.
91. 94. 98.
Present, sir. 98.
100.
Rishabh is
100.
absent.
102.
Present, sir.
103. 104.
Sir, 111 is facing a problem. He is suffering from typhoid actually.
Okay.
Actually, he
112.
recovered in the middle, but again he caught one and it was severe.
Okay, no problem. I will consider it in the when we will give the marks. 112.
Present, sir.
1029.
Present, sir.
114. 115.
Yes, sir.
116. 119. 120.
Yes, sir.
121. 122.
Sir, Devesh Kumar Yadav has a great network issue. Actually, he didn't do any of the classes of semester 2 due to his network problem.
Okay.
He is in UP actually. I called him sometimes, but he is in such a remote area that he took my call in 2 hours or so. We cannot connect him actually properly.
Okay. You just tell him that he must submit the lab copy.
Yes, sir. I will inform it. Actually.
Okay. 1 to 3. 1 to 4. 1 to 6. 1 to 7.
Sir, present, sir.
Sir, 1 to 4.
1 to 8.
Present, sir.
1 to 9. 1 3
Karthik
1.
is absent.
1 3 1.
Sir, I think he has a terrible accident. After that, he's not doing any class. He's an accident and he has some internal hemorrhage, I think, or internal bleeding.
Okay. Then I will consider in the marks.
Sir, 124 sir.
140 what?
Sir, 124. Miss call.
हाँ ठीक है. 143.
Present, sir.
145.
Sir, Ayush is absent, I guess.
Okay. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Just try to give me the lab report by 10 days, by next 10 days. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. I just wrap up the session.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. এই স্যার কি চলে গেল?
মনে তো হয়।
See you not for mind.
বেরিয়ে গেছে।
মাইন্ডের ধার মারা পড়া।